What's going on, party people? All right, so I just wanted to come on to talk about how stress can block us from achieving our goals. Now, I got five. I'm going to share five because there's a billion ways that we can do this, but I'm going to show you, or tell you, five different ways that you can reduce the stress because sometimes we can never eliminate it. We just have to reduce it or learn ways how to reduce it, right? So, first way is to create a plan and a schedule for yourself. Now, a lot of people don't like to make a plan. They like to just go off the whim, but that causes more stress. When we don't have a plan, we create, because we create everything. We create our realities, we create the stress, we create everything that we do, but we choose, everything's a choice, to stay in that place of crazy, because that's what stress is, crazy. So planning out what we need to do, and when you can avoid diverting from your plan, because sometimes everything doesn't go as planned. So you got to keep it moving, though. That's what you got to learn how to do. Keep it moving. Take that down. Write that down. Keep it moving. Like, just keep it moving. Second one would be take regular breaks. Sometimes we feel like if we keep going, and that made me think of the Energizer Bunny. But if we continuously try to push, that push is going to cause more stress and overwhelm. And we don't need that. We don't need stress and overwhelm. Stop letting yourself get into a place where you feel that if I don't get this done, everything's going to be ruined. It's not. It's something we create in our head. The third. The third thing is get adequate sleep. Now, I could talk for me, not anybody else, but whenever you feel as though you do not get enough sleep, your body, the cycle that your body is on, gets thrown off. Now, you could keep going and kill yourself, right? Not get enough sleep, 2-3 hours. Of course, people are going to talk about, what if I have insomnia? The best thing for insomnia is start creating a visualization. Visualize what you want to do, things you want to create, instead of creating more chaos, right? You get mad because you can't sleep, so you start looking at different things. You go down that scroll, you scroll on Facebook, you scroll on all these things, but you're not creating anything except for unrealistic expectations. That's what I want to tell you. Whenever you decide, because you choose to, all the books say, or all the videos say that when you scroll social media, the light, all the things keep you up. So now you're creating more stress on yourself because you didn't get no sleep. Then you become agitated. Then you become stressed. So your day becomes super ridiculously crazy because you have 10,000 things on your plate and you don't even have the energy to do one. Now, the fourth thing is practice mindfulness. It's focusing on what's going on in front of you, taking a moment to be in the present, not worrying about what's outside of your control. We can only control what we can control, and that's us. We can control how we respond, how we react, and what we do, the things that we allow to take up our space and our time, because you get to decide. In everything we do, you get to decide. And then talk to somebody. That's the final one. Talk to somebody to see if they have an idea, if they have something that could help you shift your perspective, shift how you show up, shift the things that you allow to happen in your life that stress you out. Because stress, on top of it creating chaos in your life, it creates more than chaos. It creates unrealistic expectations of how you should show up. And then when somebody doesn't do what you expect them to do, it gives a whole different perspective on stress, because now you have an expectation on the world that they will never stand up to. They can never, you expect somebody to be there for you, right? That's your expectation. You expect somebody to show up the way you want them to show. The way you want them to show up, but then they can't. But then you get stressed out because that person didn't show up the way you thought they would, and now you're mad. We continue to create problems in our lives because we create, and that brings everything back to the stress, the expectations, all the things that we decide to do create something. So why not create amazing things, right? I don't know how many people I talk to that say, I'm so stressed. What are you stressed about? I went to work and me and my supervisor got into it. Well, why did your supervisor, why did you and your supervisor get into it? What is the root of what the issue was, right? We always go into a situation, we always get into conflicts, but people don't pay attention to how they show up. Why do you have to respond? Why do you feel you need to get the last word in? And I know I'm the first to say that for a very long time I had to get the last word in. I have to say what I gotta say because I need you to know what I'm thinking. But in reality, there's no need to respond. There's no need to stress yourself out about something because you can't control anybody else and what they think. Just okay. That is taking a deep breath and actually taking the time to say, I am choosing not to show up angry, mad, disappointed, right? Because it all comes down to how I respond to you and how I let you feel, make me feel, right? Because everybody wants. Biggest thing is, remember, misery loves company. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, somebody is always going to have a problem with what you're doing. But in reality, are you going to let them stress you out by their thoughts, their actions, or are you going to know what you know for yourself, no matter what you do? That's what you got to ask yourself. Are you willing to show up for you regardless in anything? So I didn't want to come in here for a whole lot of time. I wanted to let everyone know that I have a free masterclass on Thursday that I'm going to hold live on here. Come join me so we could talk about how we can overcome overwhelm and choose the different response instead of allowing the things to stress us out that we have no control over. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your Sunday or whatever day it is for you and your time.